Can you imagine skiing in the Middle East? In the future, it'll be possible in Saudi Arabia. In fact, a ski resort is going to be built in the northwest of this country for the 2029 Asian Winter Games, among other things. This ski resort is part of the €500 billion NEOM-project of Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. How is Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman pulling this off? And is this project realistic given the temperatures in the country? Sport has formed a key part of bin Salman's attempts to promote Saudi Arabia on a global stage, and the games feature as part of a sports winter tourism venue. The country had already been awarded next year's World Combat Games, the 2025 Asian Indoor and Martial Arts Games, and the 2034 Asian Games, and hosted numerous professional boxing fights and a Formula One Grand Prix. Water sports events at the Riyadh 2034 Asian Games are also due to be held in NEOM. A Saudi-led bid, including Egypt and Greece for the 2030 FIFA World Cup, has been mooted, with bin Salman enjoying cordial relations with FIFA President Gianni Infantino. Critics of the Saudi regime have accused it of seeking to distract from its record on human rights through sports washing, the state-ordered assassination of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, its role in the bombing in Yemen, harsh restrictions in place on women's rights, and its use of the death penalty are among the criticisms laid against Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia said on Tuesday it has won a bid to host the 2029 Asian Winter Games at a planned mountain resort in the Gulf Arab states' $500 billion flagship NEOM project. Saudi Arabia, where temperatures rarely drop below 8 degrees Celsius except in the Sarawat Mountains, will become the first West Asian country to stage the event. The resort is said to be powered by renewable energy, and a ski village, luxurious family and wellness facilities, the region's largest freshwater lake, and an interactive nature reserve also feature among the plans. Prince Abdulaziz bin Turki Al Faisal, president of the Saudi Olympic and Paralympic Committee (SAOC) and vice president of the OCA, chaired the group which presented its proposals to the executive board. He was joined by NEOM's chief executive Nadmi Al Nasser and managing director Jan Patterson. "This is a great victory for Saudi nation and Gulf countries," Prince Abdulaziz said. "We thank the Olympic Council of Asia for granting us this opportunity. Trojena will be a year-round destination for winter sports and is fully funded and backed by government guarantees," he said. "It'll highlight the enormous potential and great infrastructure of Saudi Arabia to host and organize international-level sports competitions and games successfully. Growing up, I never believed I would ski in my homeland," said Faik Abdi, the first Saudi athlete to participate in the Winter Olympics, doing so in Beijing in 2022. "Now I'm looking forward to the Asian Winter Games at home. The deserts and mountains of Saudi Arabia will soon be a playground for winter sports," the OCA said in a statement announcing its decision. Trojena is the future of mountain living. The minister said of a region described as an area of about 60 square kilometers at an altitude ranging from 1,500 to 2,600 meters. The NEOM mega project is being funded by the Saudi sovereign wealth vehicle, the Public Investment Fund. The tourist destination will have the Gulf's first outdoor ski resort, a man-made freshwater lake, and is planned to be powered by renewable energy. NEOM is meant to be a model where this region will be a semi-independent free zone. It'll have its own laws, it'll have its own regulations and its own authority as a semi-government. Al Nasser said, "The line, which will be 106 miles, 170 kilometers long, is a smart city that is planned to be developed in the northwest of the country." It's part of NEOM Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman's proposed major project to diversify the predominantly crude oil-focused economy in conjunction with Vision 2030, a transformative economic and social reform program. The proposed linear city will stretch from the Red Sea all the way to the mountains in the northwest of the country, covering an area of nearly 60 square kilometers. The project is set to become the Gulf Cooperation Council's GCC-only outdoor year-round destination with high mountain quality dry air, according to the communications and marketing director at Trojena, Clark Williams. Trojena plans to be the pinnacle of human ingenuity in design as well as architectural and engineering innovation, he says. It'll set a new benchmark for the future of mountain developments and will be a significant destination in the region. Expected to open in 2026, Trojena will have a ski slope, mountain biking, water sports, and world-class wellness facilities. It'll also feature an interactive nature reserve. The project's primary focus is to turn 34,000 kilometers of Red Sea coastline into a luxurious tourist destination and attract foreigners to the most conservative country in the GCC. NEOM will operate as an independent economic zone with its own laws, tax structures, and regulations promoting economic growth and prosperity for its investors and residents. A number of promising initiatives relating to the project were announced in late 2017, which indicates that there is a marked intention for the region to become more liberal and open to Western norms. The city, which will partly be in Saudi Arabia, partly in Egypt, and partly in Jordan, will be an independent economic zone, subject to its own rules, taxes, and regulations. There will be natural snow on the mountains, but some artificial snow will also be used. It's the latest event to be hosted by Saudi Arabia as they increase their presence in sports, leading to accusations the country is using sport to enhance its reputation following criticism over its human rights record. In August, British boxer Anthony Joshua fought Alexander Usyk in the city of Jeddah, while the controversial LIV Golf League is funded by Saudi Arabia. In October 2021, a Saudi Arabian-backed £305 million takeover of Newcastle United was completed. The decision to host a winter sports event in Saudi Arabia has drawn criticism too. Madeline Orr from Loughborough University Sport Ecology Group told BBC Sport, "From a business standpoint, it makes complete sense to go to a new market and try to grow winter sport there." But she added, these growth goals are antithetical to environmental goals. There is no version of a winter sports event in Saudi Arabia that will be sustainable, as it will require enormous water and energy resources, indoor sports spaces, and an insane amount of travel. The Asian Winter Games include competitions for skiing, snowboarding, ice hockey, and figure skating, 47 events in all, 28 on snow and 19 on ice, the OCA said. Saudi Arabia has drawn criticism for alleged sports washing, hosting high-profile boxing, Formula One, and other contests to divert attention from its human rights record. An Egyptian official said in September that Egypt, Greece, and Saudi Arabia were in talks on a proposal to jointly host the 2030 World Cup football tournament. Later this month, in Jeddah, the kingdom is set to host a tournament of the Saudi-backed LIV Golf Tour, which has caused turmoil in the world of professional golf since its June debut, with record purses and financial guarantees luring several top players away from the US PGA Tour. In 2034, the capital Riyadh will host the Asian Games, a large-scale multi-sports event. In August, Sports Minister Prince Abdulaziz bin Turki Al Faisal told AFP in an interview that hosting an Olympics was the kingdom's ultimate goal. He outlined plans for various medal events for men and women and said that the initiative is fully backed by the SAOC, the Paralympic Committee of Saudi Arabia, and the Saudi government. Al-Nasser explained the strategic importance of the proposed location in northwest of Saudi Arabia and the importance of renewable energy, while Patterson vowed that the facilities would be available to Asian National Olympic Committees (NOCs) throughout the year for trading purposes. Patterson added that artificial snow would be used as part of the project in addition to the natural snow, with up to 70% of that use provided by snowmelt. Prince Fahd insisted that Trojena would be the most athlete-centric Asian Winter Games in history. Trojena and NEOM are already changing global perspectives. Just think how much more would be possible hosting your Asian Winter Games, Prince Abdulaziz concluded in his remarks to delegates. Let us know your opinion about Saudi Arabia and the Asian Winter Games in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.